So I guess you're quite an influential person within the studio now as well. I guess a lot of people know you, a lot of people get along with you, and how's this sort of impacted with you?
I'll go back to the very beginning. First walking through Vision Stores. You don't know anybody, new to the area, you're overweight, you know there's a problem and you want to do something about it. So you're pretty vulnerable. And so once you become sort of inducted into what the Vision program is all about, people know who you are and they accept you. And I think that for a vulnerable person, acceptance is probably the biggest reassuring factor to help you take those first steps. Every morning, walking in for training, people would greet you by name. And I don't know too many sort of fitness studios or gyms that would actually provide you with that straight up front. So it's a sense again of reassurance. What that actually does is it just put me at ease. It made me more open and more receptive to having a look around at the other people around me and wanting to sort of find a bit more about their journey as well. So it opened up sharing, and of course when you get groups of people together to form a community and they start sharing, you start learning about some of the pitfalls and some of the challenges that they face, and then you realise, well, hey, I'm not alone in this. And there's a whole heap of stories, and as different and as unique as they are, there's a lot of common messages and common themes, and some of those themes you've heard here this morning. I think the other thing which I really found was that there was no ego. I've walked into some gyms and you've got gentleman X over in the corner who's got his muscle-bound singlet and he's got his weight belt on, and you sort of get the sense that this bloke's been doing his job for some years, and he knows exactly what he's doing. And that can be quite confronting and intimidating. It's not an environment generally where people are friendly. It can be quite clinical, quite isolating at times as well, especially if you're unsure about whether or not I'm doing the right technique, or what does this machine do? It looks like something out of a medieval torture scenario. So
David on the chin-ups.
So walking into a very, very supportive environment where people are open and people are genuinely interested in you and helping you achieve your goals. The guidance that provides in terms of, okay, well, tell me what is it I should be focusing on? How should I be doing this? Why shouldn't I be sitting down and pumping out 100 reps at like 5 kilos and just smashing out 4 sets and thinking I'm cool? Tell me the science behind it. Why is it? How is this going to help me? And what's the purpose and function of me actually being here and doing this particular activity? I mean, they're all very, very important things, and the culture of Vision actually supports all of those questions. And my questions are going to be very, very different to my peers' questions around well, what's important to me in terms of health and nutrition. So for me, how does it help my goals? It's given me the confidence to just accept where I'm at and not focus on the past, not focus necessarily too far into the future. Having goals is important, but actually being in the present and actually focusing on what it is I have to do right now, what it is I need to do in order to achieve the goals that I want to do. And I'm not going to sit there and look at photos of Arnold Schwarzenegger or sit there and look at photos of myself in undies. That's a horror story. But I'm sitting there with my trainer and with the relationships, the other people here, that the relationships I've built. We're focusing on what it is we've got to do right now. And that really makes all the difference, is having that direction.